Speaking of bragging rights, I think we're getting a guest who'll have a lot of bragging rights now. He's got a championship belt. So we're joined now by the 2025 TBL dunk champion, Dylan Haugen.
Yes, sir.
Talk a little bit about, so when Ed couldn't get one finished there in the last round, did you feel more pressure or less? Because you just got to get something in at that point, right?
Yeah, definitely less. I mean, I had already talked to the dude. I know people saw me talking to him, and I was like, I gotta go out with a good one. So I decided to just stick with it and go through with it.
Well, and definitely, great dunk to finish it off.
Thank you.
We were talking a little bit, before the contest started, and Tim and I were talking about it, and I had you as the guy. I was like, he's got to be the favorite because he's on social media doing this stuff.
Yeah.
These other guys are screwing around for maybe an hour after practice, once a week, twice a week.
Yeah, for sure.
This guy's out there doing it a lot. How often do you practice these dunks?
Yeah, so when I was younger, I'm talking like 11, 11, 12 years old, I did it on low rims a lot. So, like, honestly, that's why I always tell kids, like, the best thing to do is just go and practice when you're young, because that's when you can, really learn just the motor development and skills and all that. So I used to practice it a lot more back then. As I started jumping higher, knees couldn't handle as much. So now I do it like once, twice a week, but I also lift 5-6 times a week and then do ball handling as well. So it's really a full-time thing, but it's super cool.
So you're only 5'11", you're also only 17. How old were you the first time you got one down on a 10-foot rim?
13 years old.
13,
yeah.
Okay. I'm 46, I'm still trying.
Yeah,
so I still haven't done it, so you got me.
I know 50-years that are dunking, like, if they train for it, so it's definitely possible.
I hope I could get the net if I went out there. So did you have some other stuff in store? Did you have to go as deep as you thought you'd have to go into your bag of tricks or your...
I don't know. I mean, I definitely have better dunks. The second dunk I did really scared me because I was wanting to go for between the legs, and, you probably saw, like, it got caught on my leg. That dunk is super doable for me. I've done it, like, hundreds of times, but I don't know. I guess dunks like that, when there's this much adrenaline, shaking that much, probably not the best idea to go for in a contest. And then kind of had to, go for an easier one, but still happy with it. So.
Have you been in any other dunk contests? Have you won any others?
Yeah, so I did my first one last year. I got second place, and then I've done 2 since then. I've got first in both of those, so technically undefeated through the last 3. So that's
there
cool.
You go. Now, did you get a belt at all of them? What are the?
Nah. I've never really gotten much of anything. One time I got like a backpack, something like that, but This is the biggest one for sure. It's super cool.
Nice. And that's always a great prize to have the championship belt for many of these things. I know I used to work in college athletics, and the kids, they wanted that more than they wanted a trophy. They wanted a belt. If you could get them a belt, that's what they wanted. So do you play, and are you still in high school, I assume?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Okay, so do you play for your high school?
I used to. Combination of just loving dunking. It's probably difficult for some people to understand, like just practicing dunking and nothing else. But it's a combination of kind of falling out of love with basketball and just really falling in love with dunking. So that's kind of led me to where I'm at today. Guys like Jordan Kilgannon, that's my coach. Shout out John Master X. They've taken me a long way in the weight room, and it's helped a lot. So
where are you from?
I'm from Minnesota.
Minnesota. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So this was a long trip in. Glad you get to. A little extra something if you got to get on the plane to get through TSA, right?
Yeah.
So, in addition to being from Minnesota, you said you used to play for the high school. You do a lot of this on social media. I'll let you get going after this, but let people know how to follow you on social media.
Yeah, definitely. So it's generally just my name everywhere with some numbers here and there, but it's Dylan Haugen 23 on Instagram. So DYLAN HAUGEN, and then Dylan Haugen on YouTube. Got a podcast, Dunk Talk Podcast. Yeah, that's it.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us tonight. I'll let you get going. Are you sticking around for the game tomorrow?
I'm not, unfortunately. I'm flying out tomorrow morning. Okay. I wish I was, though.
Do you have school on Monday?
Yes.
That's a school night. Yeah, can't stay out late.
Yeah.
Can't stay out late. All right. Well, thanks for joining us. Congratulations again. Great performance out there tonight.
Thank you so much. Great event. Had a lot of fun.
All right, great. Thank you. And so I think that might just about do it for us here on Friday night here at the All-Star Game. And this broadcast, as always, is a presentation of the Frederick Flying Cows and the Basketball League. It is for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast without the express written consent of the TBL, the Frederick Flying Cows, and heck, Dylan Haugen, too, you need his permission to use it, is prohibited, just like Major League Baseball. Signing off here from Woodsboro Bank Arena Thanks to Tim Abercrombie and our production crew. Good night.
From his girlfriend's dad.